Welcome to What Did the Fox Say? My name is Daniel Fox, and for this first episode, I would like to start by sharing something personal. Something that happened to me 13 years ago. It was an experience that was quite traumatic, but it taught me about empathy and about myself. It's something that we hear more and more younger people are dealing with, and the experience is anxiety. When I was a teenager or a young adult, I thought that anxiety was just stress, out of control, something that breathing and meditating could fix. In fact, when people told me about being overcome and powerless over anxiety, I really didn't understand. I thought that suffering from anxiety was a sign of weakness. I could hear in my head telling them in a condescending way that everybody had some level of anxiety, that they had to snap out of it and just deal with it. The story happened in Paris. I was in my early 30s. I was just out of an unhealthy relationship. My life wasn't going exactly the way I wanted it. I wasn't focused. So there was a lot of little things that were not, that I wasn't happy with. So I'm out on my morning run. I'm around the museum, Le Louvre, and I'm getting to the pyramid, and suddenly I feel my feet are getting heavier and heavier. I come to a full stop and I feel as if I'm trapped. My feet are like cement. And I have this horrendous sense of despair that starts to take all over me. Right there, right then, I break down and start to cry. I tried to breathe my way through it, but there was nothing I could do. The closest visualization that I can give you is Neo in the first Matrix, when he takes the pill and touches the mirror, and the mirror starts crawling all over him and he's freaking out. Well, doom was crawling all over me and I was freaking out. I was feeling like I was sinking in a pit of nothingness and despair, and there was nothing I could do to stop it. It was so much bigger than me. That night I had a really powerful dream. I dreamed that I was fighting this endless army of monsters. I was the only one left on the field. Everybody had died. And the monsters kept piling on top of me. I was being overtaken by them. I remember I was about to freak out when I heard a voice in my dream that told me not to worry, to stay put. Everything is gonna be all right. Just gather your strength. This is not the end. And the dream ended with this shot. Imagine that the camera is on a drone and the drone is right above me and the drone flies up. And as it goes up, you can see an ocean of monsters as far as the eye can see. and they're all coming my way, and they're all piling up. The memory of that dream, to this day, still so vivid and crystal clear, still super powerful. I woke up the next morning with a certain peace. I knew what I had to do, and I knew what I didn't want to do. I didn't want to take any medication, and I wanted to beat this thing. So for the following days, I took long walks out in parks. I meditated a lot. I did some breathing exercises, and I drank jugs, and I mean jugs of chamomile tea every day. Now, I don't remember details about the week, but I do remember that it wasn't fun at all. But after 8 to 9 days, I think I woke up one morning with this tremendous clarity and sense of power. I didn't have all the big answers to my life, but I knew that I would be alright, and I knew that I would never experience anxiety ever again. And for the next 4 months, I had no desire whatsoever for any alcohol or anything sexual. It's not that I felt that I wanted to be on a regime. It just felt like there was no desire at all for it. Anxiety is real and scary. What I experienced wasn't stress out of control. It was despair and a sense of gloom and total doom. Now, not everybody's anxiety is the same, and I cannot say that what worked for me would work for everybody. What I do believe is that we have tools to deal with anxiety other than medication, and that we have a capacity to rise above it. These tools are community, education, meditation, and obviously mantras like stop, breathe, relax, listen. So anyway, so this is my first episode with a little experience that I had that transformed me. So if you've experienced something similar, feel free to leave comments in the section below, or if you want to send me an email, you can do so at studio@danielfox.co.